Okay, no, I need you to not play with those cables, cat. Hey, psst, psst. No. I have cats now. They were playing with my cables. This is Larry. And this is week 4 of the NDL W4 division. I should pull up the standings. We're in second, which is pretty cool. We have the highest ranked one on the kill lead, which is nice with Armor Rouge. We're going up against EQ of 1 today. We're going up against EQ. They are currently number 1. They have the same win-loss as us. I have a plus 14 diff. They have a plus 16 diff. So they're slightly ahead of us. So there's currently 3 teams left that are like fully undefeated in the league. And so after this week, at most it'll be 2, because there's one other person that's not playing in this. They also win. Yeah, but so like it'd be cool if we could get to the point of being like one of, if not the only undefeated person in the league going into the halfway point, because we're gonna be halfway through. They have a a spooky, scary team, as most people do. So real quick, they have Urshifu Rapid Strike. Yeah, that's a problem. They have Ogrepon Hearthflame. They have they're playing around on power cables. It's gonna be a bad time if they pull the plug on that for me. Any case, so yeah, so we have that. Ogrepon Hearthflame. Terrifying. They have Murkrow, which, premier Tailwind setter, early Scarlet and Violet. Hitmontop, very good Intimidator with Fake Out. Hydreigon, which is one of their Terra Captains with Dragon Steel Fire, so very solid there. It's our namesake, we didn't get it. I also wasn't really planning on getting it, but like, don't tell anyone. Lucario, also their other Terra Captain, Steel, Normal, Ghost on that guy. Amorgrim, Annihilate, and Kilowattrel. Those last 2 make it impossible for me to really bring Intimidate into this, as much as I'd love that, into that Urshifu. And the Ogrepon, obviously on Surging Strikes, Intimidate wouldn't matter, but into like close combat and potentially like Ice Spinner and stuff, because that's, I feel like they're going to do that this week. It'd be very good. So with that in mind, just kind of built generally to be like, okay, how do I set up my pieces that can do big damage to do big damage. So Basket Legion, I think, is very strong. I think Ghost coverage in general into their team is very strong. I'll be able to not take any of the fighting moves from the Urshifu, and fake outs and close combats from the Hitmontop. Sure, Hydreigon's a threat, but I mean Hydreigon's always a threat, so that's why we have Ice Fang. That we get rid of our water typing for the Kilowattrel to potentially hit us with like a Thunderbolt. We have, we'll be Terra Adaptability Ghost, so that our Last Respects and Phantom Force will do big chunks. So like Annihilate, obviously the more you hit it, the more its Rage Fist will do. So the less I hit it, the better, but I still need to be able to hit it to take it out. So I'm hoping that this will let us, get kind of a boost of a power Phantom Force for some Mind Games, and Clear Amulet because they have that Intimidate Hitmontop. So we have Indeedee Armor Rouge combo again. I learned I need to do it this way, because that way you actually can see what's going on here. And we have enough speed to outspeed. I think it's like everything in Tailwind, barring certain Scarfers. So like I'm pretty sure in Tailwind this should outspeed max speed Scarf Urshifu, which is good. But like I won't be able to outspeed like a Scarf or Tailwind Kilowattrel. I won't be able to outspeed the Tailwind. So and I don't want to bring Rain into this Urshifu really. So and potentially like Hurricaning Kilowattrel and all that. So I decided to run Adaptability. I have no need for Mold Breaker. So I didn't want Swift Swim. So even though it's not like minus speed and it's 31 speed IV, this is a Trick Room Mon. We have just a very offensive power herb. Armor's Terra Grass is just kind of, it's generally pretty good. You know what? I'm looking at it now and it's like, oh, but that Ogrepon's gonna be a problem because it has Mold Breaker as its ability. Do I go Dark is bad? Do I go Psychic is also kind of bad for that Hydreigon? But you know what? I'm gonna pivot. Live team building change. I'm gonna go Terra Psychic now instead, because sure, I'm now no longer defensively like changing for the Hydreigon, but they have Terra Fire. They have a good chance to go for that. Terra Grass is just for potential defensive. This also kind of helps into the Urshifu, not quite as much as Grass would, but still an okay-ish amount. We have, and we have the Meteor Beam because we can hit some things like the Kilowattrel and the Murkrow and even kind of the Ogrepon. And I'm gonna change this up a bit. Yes, I hit the bump. I'm going to put a bit more into defense. That might matter. I'm not calcing it. I just think it might matter. Power Meteor Beam to get +1, and we're going to support it a couple different ways. Obviously, we have a Trick Room in DD. We're going Psychic Seed and then max defense, and we're nice and slow. So we're slower than Armor Rouge under Trick Room, just barely by 1 point. So we can do things like Dazzling Gleam if we think that they have a sash that I need to break. Helping Hand, Trick Room, Follow Me, just general support, right? It does those things. I'm gonna skip ahead a bit, go look at Brute Bonnet. So Brute Bonnet, another supporting Mon. So this speed is very specific. Could I tell you what it's specific for? Not really. I think it's like basically if they don't super hyper prep for Trick Room, meaning they don't go min speed Hitmontop, this will underspeed a Hitmontop in Trick Room, which is important. But in Tailwind, it'll outspeed, I think it's Lucario. It was Lucario or Hydreigon. It was one of those two that I benchmarked for, so that I'll outspeed those in Tailwind to be able to do big damage. Fighting plus grass coverage is just kind of generally good, but mostly it's here for Rage Powder and potentially get a Spore off. You can only put one thing to sleep, but still, one thing to sleep is better than none. Rocky Helmet Rage Powder is because I kind of want this to help me with Urshifu. Yes, I'm a Dark type, but it's an Urshifu. I kind of need to take some risks here, right? But I'm not risking Intimidate into the Defiant and competitive possibilities. More support stuff. We have Assault Vest Tinkaton because their team is extremely weak to Fairy. So offensive Tinkaton is going to be good. Fake Out is just going to be nice and strong. We're own tempo to avoid Intimidates from Hitmontop. Rock Slide because they have some things that I want to be able to hit with rock damage, mainly the Kilowattrel. And kind of the Murkrow, but I have player up for that too. It's neutral into Ogerpon, so nice and okay. And then Gigaton Hammer because I want to smack things. So big damage is big. Do I go Knockoff instead? So we're running Knockoff. Live editing, we love it. And then Tornadus. Okay, once again, can you tell that I was focused on getting a cat this week? No, not you. Murkrow. Okay, Murkrow does get Taunt. I was like, I'm pretty sure it gets Taunt. It does. So that's why we're running Mental Herb. Even in Psychic Terrain, it'll be a guess because we're flying. So Mental Herb in order to still get off our Tailwind. So Bleakwood Storm is just really good damage because they're weak. They're pretty weak to flying coverage. Scary Face because just more speed control is kind of nice. I couldn't think of anything that I really wanted otherwise. I could go Sunny Day. It's I feel like I have enough. You know what? They have a good amount of Dark types. I'm gonna have Psychic Terrain. I'm gonna go Sunny Day instead. Crazy the amount of editing I'm doing on this. Mainly so I can boost Brute Bonnet, I can boost potential damage from Armor Rouge, and if they decide to go any sort of rain, do that, I can help nerf. It's one of the few ways that you can damage nerf Surging Strikes. I'm watching my cats. I got them yesterday. It's just like the first time I've really been allowed to explore my office a lot, and so I want to make sure they're not doing too much. And then Extra Sensory because once again I was struggling with what moves I want, and so Extra Sensory is just a more reliable way of hitting that Urshifu potentially. My other cat, I showed you one, the other one's more skittish. And so then we're max speed because this lets us outspeed Ogerpon. And then I was just like, okay, I want to bulk it out, and then this will still do really good damage. Are you gonna play with me? There we go. I got some twist form. All right, I'm gonna have so many weird cuts. So this is kind of the game plan. This is This is the Mr. Noodles of cooking so far for me, so we're gonna see how it goes. I'll see you in the battle. All right, listen, I double checked my team really fast. Terra Ghost, Terra Psychic. Hold on, wait, last minute change, because I had a thought about this. No. Hold on. Status, you know what? We're going extra Trick Room Center, and we're going Ability Shield. All right, listen, Teambuilder update. I'm changing to Ability Shield so I can keep my Flash Fire in front of Mold Breaker. Yeah, all right, so let's bring up this again. So we have, once again, so they brought both of their Terra Captains, and they went for Terra Fire Hydreigon and Terra Ghost Lucario. I'm okay with this overall. Heat Wave is kind of useless unless this guy doesn't Terra. The Annihilate is Terra Fire, but I don't think Annihilate is a Terra Captain, right? I really hope I don't regret the changes that I made last second. Alright, dope. So, I sent the live link. Protoman joined. He must have shared it directly from EQ. Okay, so actually, I'm curious. Are you playing in BC? No, you're not. You're just prepping. Okay. Well, Larry, what you doing down there, buddy? All right. So Urshifu, strong boy. So the only thing I'm not going to be able to redirect with Rage Powder is going to be the Ogerpon and potentially a Safety Goggles mod. So I could see 8 being yeah, Vana is not. Vana is not a Terra Captain. It almost was. I was kind of originally planning it, but then it was like Armor Rouge is really good. Because my original thought I think was to do Brute Bonnet alongside Basky Legion. That was kind of one thought I had, but then I drafted Armor Rouge and I was just like, okay, no, this is so much better. Yeah, so I brought 2 of my Terra Captains. Okay, so if I look at this, Basky Legion feels pretty good into this overall. I kind of like Brute Bonnet, but at the same time, I'm a bit scared of that High Dragon for like a flame, like flamethrower. Come on, Larry, stop playing with the garbage bag. It's like the ends of my like garbage pail back there. I don't just have like garbage laying around. Yeah, play with your fish. I think he's looking at my sweater. I think that dangling is making him interested, or I'm just talking, so he's curious. Yeah, okay, so I need to figure out a freaking plan. Trick Room is very strong here, so I could go for just like a follow me Trick Room pretty immediately if I wanted. I could also test the waters with going for the Brute Bonnet opening on the Trick Room, because that'll also, yeah, I kind of want to do that. Because I think that'll teach me a lot. I'll get the Armor Rouge out. Armor Rouge is going to do a lot of damage here. Did you play with something thrown up? Hold on. Oh god. I'm not used to these cats being in my place. And then Tinkaton. Maybe not Tinkaton this game. Do I go for the Bleakwind boy? I'm gonna go for the Bleakwind boy. This is kind of passive. All right. Okay, so I got Annihilate. Yeah, so I got Annihilate Urshifu right up front here, right? So I could see a CC going directly into here. I could see a CC going directly into here. So it kind of makes me want to try and Sport, because the other thing though is that if they go for like, if this is like Scarf Final Gambit, so 218 HP, Annihilate max HP. I didn't think about this at all. I should have. Annihilate max HP is 217. I actually live just barely. Hold on, let me look at my EVs real quick. We're gonna call that intentional. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're going to attempt a Trick Room here. It's Final Gambit. Okay, that's very good. This is like the best case scenario. This is the best case scenario. Are you kidding me? So, we'll bring our Ogerpon. I get my Armor Rouge out here. So, is there any reason to Terra Psychic here? Really? So I can see the Ogerpon going. So the Ogerpon, I feel like, is almost certainly going to try and like attack my Armor Rouge. I'm going to protect my Armor Rouge for this turn. Is there any reason to do that? I can see them going for a Snarl, potentially. If they double into this slot, that's really bad here, and I lose a lot of momentum. Okay, let's go this against Ogerpon. Hearthflame. Put you to level 50. Actually, you don't know. Give me a VGC set. Give me a VGC set. Expanding Force. In Psychic Terrain. If I Terra, it has a chance to KO. If I don't, it doesn't. Do I want to follow me? really, or do I want to like Helping Hand? How much does in a Heat Wave does that? Does about half. My Dazzling Gleam does like nothing. If I go Hydreigon, can I get like any sort of VGC? Alright, let's do this. Dazzling Gleam can do about half. If it goes Terra Fire, it does like nothing. But if I go Armor Rouge and you're Terra Fire and I Terra Psychic Terrain, I do a shit ton. So I'm gonna Psychic Terrain aiming into that, and I'm gonna Dazzling Gleam. Alright, cool. And I knock out the Ogerpon, beautiful. And then you go for the Dark Pulse and Okome. Okay, that's pretty bad, but this is gonna force Terra Fire now. And we got these two, right? So we know it's Dark Pulse. Hold on. Dark Pulse. Okay, if they're specs, they KO me. If they're nothing, it's a roll. If they're mod... What are they doing? So this guy might be specs. He might be specs. Alright, hold on. Alright, so Tornadus. Bleak Windstorm, Terra or no Terra, I don't think I have a chance of knocking out this Hydreigon. I might be able to, though, because it did take, like... It took 59%. Hold on, let me check that in DD again. I low-rolled, and like, I mid-rolled, but, like, it was a low roll in the sense of it doesn't give me what I need. Urshifu Rapid Strike. Takes a good amount from Dazzling Gleam, and Tornadus can, like, OHKO it. If they are Choice Scarf... No, the Annihilate went first, so either this guy's really slow, or they're not going to be Choice Scarf, so I'm going to Bleak Wind Storm. And I think I have to follow me. Yeah, I kind of do. So they go for Terra Fire, that's fine. Oh, so they actually are just kind of slower. We live... just once. It's beautiful. That's bad. The Snarl's bad. Yeah, this is a rough one, guys. Can't lie. This is probably a GG from me. Yeah, alright. GG. That's a game 1 loss. Okay, so let's think on why that went wrong. I brought one offensive thing and I let them kill the one thing, my Armor Rouge. Being in Trick Room wasn't terrible. The fact that I can survive, so I have 218 health there and I have 177, so I can't live that. So I feel like they're going to predict me to do that again with the Annihilate. And if they do that, they're going to go for like a close combat. So I think I'm going to try the Basky Legion lead this time. I'm going to go for Basky Legion Tornadus. Indeed, Armor Rouge in the back is really strong. The Terra Fire is rough, but I kind of need to do this, I think. The Tinkaton, I think, might be good in the back for later. Do I really need the Psychic Terrain? I mean, it blocks Aqua Jet, it blocks Extreme Speed, it blocks any Prankster stuff that comes through, although only not into Torn, but I have Mental Orb for that, so that's okay. The Expanding Force, how useful was that, rather? I mean, it gave me a good amount of damage output. But I'd rather have the Tink for some support versus... Okay, hold on. So, Basky Legion Torn lead. I feel like I kind of need the Armor Rouge. We'll go DD again. All right, listen, we're behind the 8 ball here. Okay, same lead. Same lead. Okay, once again, I need to check. All right, Annihilate, Reggie Choice Scarf. So I'll be at 248. I should outspeed it, even if it's max speed. Final Gambit, and then if I go Basky Legion, if I Terra Ghost, I have a chance to knock it out. My Torn won't live a hit, unfortunately. What about into Urshifu? Urshifu, Rapid Strike. Phantom Force also does a lot. I kind of want to focus down onto that slot then. You know? Because I feel like they might expect me to attack into the Annihilate slot. So yeah, so I'm gonna Terra. This is looking rough. I'm gonna Phantom Force. And then I'm going to Tailwind. It's like 95. Yeah, so I know you're like slower because, oh, you could be max speed and like max speed on both. I'm gonna Tailwind, yeah. Cool, I vanish. Shadow Claw, miss, amazing. And so now my Torn is done. Alright, so if I look at my Torn, maybe Citrus Berry would have been the play. Oh, I think they're banded. Yeah, I think they're banded. So I'm gonna Phantom Force. Alright, hold on. So if I look into, let's look at my Basket Legion, I'm Terra Ghost. This Urshifu, we're gonna go Choice Band. Yeah, that KOs me. This is not ideal. What if it's Helping Handed boosted? That's tricky. But the problem is that I think Annihilate, hold on, Annihilate, Choice Scarf, Shadow Claw doesn't knock me out unless they crit, so I'm gonna Helping Hand this. There we go. We took out the big threat. We live this. Incredible. This is Ogerpon Hearthflame. There's gonna be Ogerpon, Hearthflame, Reg G, I'm this, Last Respects. I gotta change this to base 100 now. You're gonna get decimated by this. And I think I just once again follow me, because if they're Shadow Clawing, I'm immune. Yes, this Shadow Claw will do nothing. Last Respects, we take it out. Beautiful. Shadow Claw does nothing. We have one turn of Tailwind left. Now what do you have in the bag? Is it Hydreigon? Because now I'm in a tricky bit of who do I target down? But here's the beautiful thing, right? Because I have this one more turn, I can Phantom Force. Wait, no, I have one more turn. Let's look at Hydreigon. Ice Fang doesn't quite knock it out. Neither does this Last Respect. So I think it behooves me to knock out the Annihilate here. If they go for Snarl stuff, they might be able to like wear me down entirely, which could suck. But I think I just Last Respects the Annihilate and take it out. They could target this down, they could target this down. Either way, I think I need to try and get some damage down on this, so I'm going to Dazzle Gleam this time. Yeah, Annihilate goes down. Basket Legion going on a run. We got a 90 roll that time. Okay, we should win now, because I can just follow me this away. Holy shit. Snarl? Okay, never mind. That's... Did I even have counterplay to that? Really? Maybe? Okay, I have to hit a Heat Wave and not die? Damn! Okay. That's unfortunate. Wow. GG. GG. Slapping me up. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. The Snarl at the end there. Okay. Yeah. Alright, that sucks. Alright, so I'm not gonna be the undefeated one in the league. How would I... That second game against that Hydreigon, did I have a better play? Nah, you won fair and square. Don't say that shit, you didn't deserve the win. Fuck you. No, you absolutely did. What do you mean? You prepped better. I didn't account for that like nearly well enough. If I had Tinkaton in the back instead of Armor Rouge, I maybe had a chance. Yeah, Armor Rouge in the back was a bad bring. I don't know. Like, I think I hyper-focused on the fact that thing is strong too much. So, having Tinkaton in the back is better. That last turn, because I didn't have, like, if a Snarl KOs me, if a Snarl KOs my, my Armor Rouge, which it doesn't in doubles, it might in singles. So if that had happened, so let's think. Because Snarl got the double KO, if I'd protected on that last turn, I could have won. Because they would have had to crit my Armor Rouge, and with 10% left, I would have then been able to like hit a Heat Wave, or they would have to single target down. So kind of forgetting about Snarl as an option, meaning that they could take the double KO, because did they KO me from full? No, I was at like 60%, right? Yeah. So if I had used Protect on the turn that Basculegion and indeed got knocked out on Basculegion, then I would have been able to have both Basculegion and Armor Rouge out at the same time. Snarl wouldn't be able to kill without a crit into Armor Rouge because of spread, and with 10% health left, I think even if you like at -1 with Terrifier, well, Terrifier, if I'm at -1, I would still knock out. So I would then be able to like hit a Heat Wave. So I had a win con there. I just like I didn't think of Snarl. I don't like I knew it wasn't choiced. I don't know what item it is. Maybe it's black glasses. I don't know. But yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, well we go down 1. We're still. Yeah, I can upload them. Yeah, I got him. All right. All right. Then this guy. Yeah, I had ways out. That first game was rough, and that game 3 would have been rough too. But no, like GG's. You won fair and square. Like your team was hard for me to prep into because of fucking High Dragon. Poetic, right? Yeah, that second game I should have brought in Tinkaton in hindsight. Like, Armor Rouge didn't really do anything here. Yeah, Bourbon. No, like, I either needed to have Tinkaton in the back or I needed to protect on that turn. Because I forgot about Snarl. Did he even show Snarl first time? He did, yeah. Yeah, they used Snarl. Yeah, they did use Snarl, so. Yeah. Fuck. Okay. Well, you know what? Listen, I could stand here and brood about it, but like, I mean, listen, loss is a loss. We're gonna bounce back. We're still like high up there in the standings, right? Like we're 3-1, still really solid. I still like my team. I know that in this matchup, like there are ways that I could have improved. So I don't feel dejected and being like, oh, I was given a horrible matchup. I can't do anything. No, I could have done stuff. Like, at least in that second game, I know I could have done stuff. The first game, maybe it was targeting bad, like maybe, follow me in instead of Dazzling Gleam would have been smarter so that the Armor Rouge survives another turn to actually get an Expanding Force off into the opposing High Dragon again, right? Like after it Terrified or go for a Heat Wave into it if it didn't. So, like, I had outs, especially in that last game. I'm really annoyed at myself for that last game, but, that's the way it goes. Like, comment, and subscribe to fix my hurt feelings. I would appreciate it. Yeah, check out my other videos. Soon after this or before this, I don't know the order, semifinals for the Wi-Fi league I'm in right now for singles will be going up. I'm playing that later, as we're recording this, I'm playing it later today. I'm gonna go prep for that because holy shit, I have no idea what I'm doing for that. This might be a rough day for you, boy. Who knows? Listen, just like with this one, I'm gonna try my best with the tools that I've got. I guess we'll see you next week. Thanks a ton and peace out. Damn, man. Maybe I should have drafted High Dragon. It's on my logo. He's right there.